How about now? Can you hear me? Oh, brilliant, Ursula, check, brilliant. Just coming to you live from East Belfast, guys. So hopefully I can get a few more jumping on here. I'll just turn the camera around here. So, folks, we're at this property sales and lettings in Northern Ireland, East Belfast. I'll just take you up here to see some of the signs, and then I'll explain to you why I'm here. So that's a bit of a long one, guys. So take a screenshot. So two police officers here as well. Um, yeah, so let me just go up here. All right, how you doing? Private landlords and estate agents, we say no to HMOs in this community. No unvetted illegals are welcome in this area. No HMO. Stop HMOs. And just this lovely looking lady standing there looking good. Yeah, so guys, the reason why we're here is because there's a guy in there. He is actually kicking a young lady out of his property. So he's kicking this young lady out of his property and turning his property into an HMO, guys. How wrong is that? This young lady has been living in this property for years and he's going to be kicking her out. Absolutely disgusting, guys. So yeah, that's why we're here. Um, it's happening all over. It's happening all over, and it needs to stop. One of the officers in there having a chat with one of the workers. So yeah, guys, it's not right, you know. That young lady has been in our property, a good tenant by all accounts, and she's being kicked out to house these illegals. You know, coming over on the boats, unfettered, undocumented. We don't know who these people are, and we say no. We, the people of Northern Ireland, say no. We don't want this. So just a couple of our police officers there. Guys, where are you all coming in? Where are you all coming in from? Yeah, exactly. Where will this young lady go, you know? She's just being basically thrown out onto the streets. For what? For money? Because that's what all this comes down to, folks. Money. Greedy landlords. Greedy landlords. And treating our own people like dirt. Not worrying where this young lady's going to go. You know? I believe this young lady is Polish. You know, she's here working, paying into the system. You know, and then you have these illegal men coming in, being put into our hotels and in the HMOs, guys. Now, there was an HMO in Glengormley. Um, the kids, the kids couldn't get out. Let's just say get out to play. You know, the parents couldn't let their children out to play. And let me just turn you around here. Yeah, excuse my hair. Yeah, so the parents They couldn't even let their children out to play. And there were, these guys were out on their phones, and if they did see any kids, going to school or whatever, they were looked like they were out and they were taking pictures, videos, whatever they were doing. This is unacceptable, guys. Taking pictures, even outside from at schools, into the looking into the playground, thinging in and taking pictures of our children. It's unacceptable, guys, and it needs to stop. Apparently down here is really bad for it. Uh, Couple of guys there. So yeah, folks, we're getting treated like second class citizens in our own country. You know, and it's bang out of order. So yeah, it needs to stop. And Sinn Féin are just bringing more and more and more in. So yeah, these ladies here, guys, they're absolutely amazing. These guys go everywhere. So they do. See them down in Bangor, seen them in Ballymena, seen them at the Chimney Corner. And you have the sexy hubby there. So yeah, guys, all it is peaceful protesting. You know, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just standing up and wanting to be taken care of. You know, even the school education system, and even within schools, there's boys torturing young girls, and they're going for the most vulnerable. They're going for the younger ones, first years, second years. The most vulnerable in the school, and the headmaster knows about it. Nothing's being done. Bye, Max Murphy. Bye. So, folks, I think Tommy Robinson's actually going live tonight over in England. It's a very, very brave man in Birmingham. I believe it's the Aston Villa. What's going on? So we are outside letting agency. So over in East Belfast, Ladies Road, property sales and letting NI. Guy in there is kicking out a girl out of his property and turning it into an HMO. Folks, these people are being put up in hotels, given 3 meals a day, being taken out on days out, um, given all sorts. Soon as the land they get flipping free mobiles and everything else that they get, while our own people is homeless on our streets. So we hear about these things, we turn up and we peacefully protest against it. This is about building our communities and taking the fight to Sinn Féin. Yeah, so guys, I just want to, part of the people is right. I just want to try and figure out how I take a screenshot because I want to take pictures of these sheets of what the ladies is holding. So bear with me a second. Bear with. Stevie, how do I take a picture? Can you take screenshots of an iPhone? Uh, ah. Sure. Yeah. Okay, bear with. Go right on out your fight. Go right and get the screen. It's mainly that there shape. Step back a bit to get it all out. Sure. So you tell people that one's the same, yeah. Tell people just screenshot that and zoom in to be able to read it then to see what it says. Okay, so I can do that. Can I hang that up now on there? No, because you're recording. If you go off at their screen, it'll knock you off. Right, okay. So what you can do is you can actually zoom in. You want people to read it. Right. Oh, yes, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. So once you get in closer, really zoom in. There you go. Now just hold it there. Just let people, give people a wee minute to read it. You can see that as long as they can see it. Yeah. Are you cold? Stop your shaking. I'm only joking. Okay. Okay, guys. So hopefully you can read this. I note that myself and my company have been targeted online by Lisa Craig, namely on Facebook, to which you have commented and tagged Belfast Live and Belfast Telegraph. You are quite within your right to do so. However, I prevented you from becoming homeless, as your previous landlord did not attend to renew your lease. Um, so yeah, folks, what I've done is I've taken a couple of screenshots, and I'll do a little video. Same. I'll do a little video later, and I have a couple of screenshots taken there, so I'll put them up for you guys to read. So yeah. Um. Yeah. So where is this woman going to go? Where is this lady going to go? You know. Um. Bear with me. Bear with me. Guys, I was just double checking something. You know, this lady that is being kicked out of her home. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, this lady that's being kicked out of her home, guys, she has two children. Hey, Foxy lad, how you doing? Good to see you on. So yeah, she's got two children, folks, and she's being kicked out. This is unacceptable. You know, it's even bad if the girl was on her own. But come on, guys, she's got fucking two children. Two fucking children, and just being kicked out onto the streets. Um, Guys, just in case, are you alright to be on camera? Just in case I. You work away for all the numbers. Lovely. Oh, look at these lads here. That's what it's all about, guys. Growing the communities and saying no to these HMOs. There was one up in Glengormley, but it didn't rain too long. As I was saying there earlier, I forgot to finish off what I was saying. They were out taking pictures. Well, what looked like, allegedly, I'll say they were taking pictures. Sorry, I didn't get you, didn't get you. I don't think so anyway. Um, yeah. So allegedly they were taking pictures, videos, whatever they were doing, and let's just say, they were, no, I wouldn't say put out, but they've moved on, and that's the way it should be, folks. These people should not be getting put into HMOs. these people are being taken out of these hotels and they are put out into the community, and the communities aren't told. And you know, isn't it? Let me zoom in on it. Isn't that a beautiful dog? Beautiful husky pup. So yeah, guys, these men, these unfettered men, are just being thrown into the communities where there's children, and we don't know who they are. You know, they're coming across and they're throwing their documentation, all their documentations into the channel. So yeah, yeah. So they're pulling the shutters down. So do they close it this time? Pardon?
You know, the post was meant to be taken down, and she had put tag Belfast Live in the post, and she's tagged Belfast Telegraph, and was told basically, you know, from what that email said, that you know you'll not be in a good way with me, and to me like that's a threat to that girl. So it is. She's lived there for 6 7 years.
It seems very condescending,
Yeah,
doesn't it? You know,
yeah.
there's someone that has kept that property up, and let's not forget, folks. I mean, the man only brought over this property, and you know,
She knew nothing about this until we all told her on the street.
so this Polish girl and her family knew nothing about the house even being brought over or what the intentions for
The
this
signs
property
were getting
were.
put up then.
Now, was it not brought out there that this house was put on the market again for sale?
It was put on screenshots that were put on by this estate agents, and it's him actually doing the HMO himself. He's not doing it for someone else. So it was put on there, and then there was viewings, people coming out to do viewings of it. Then all of a sudden, nothing. You know, it's been took off. So everybody kept putting their objections in just to be sure, because you know tricks can be played. Basically, then it's there's traffic like surveys coming in, so it looks like it's going ahead.
So what about the houses without the planning permission? How many sort of have a rough idea?
When you look through the planning, all the planning, there seems to be you can't find them to object against them, because apparently if they have been there's a certain date, if they've been running for 4 years before that date, they just get basically the go ahead. So you can't object. And then from a certain date, I think it's 2025, you have to have been running for 10 years. So we're trying to find out a lot more about Clued, because you'll see from different MLAs and all saying that a lot of them are actually they don't have planning permission, so you can't object to them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would say when you say this, oh, I don't house illegal immigrants, but this isn't just about illegal immigrants. This is people living in their communities. They're basic families living in the communities, and you know that girl pays £900 rent. So after this is a 5 bedroom house, going by the prices in Bloomfield or anything, roughly from 500 to 650, that house will now be getting 2,500 to 3,000 rent. So if someone was to sell their house when you lived in it, they'd have to have a reason they're selling it. But this house hasn't been sold. She's been free out for profit. That there's no other way around it, you know. So
thank you very much.
There you go.
Keep up the good fight.
Thank you.
Can I just ask you a couple of questions? How long have you known this girl?
7 years. She's up beside my mum.
7 years, and this lady has two children.
Yeah. She's got a wee girl that's in first year and a wee boy that's older. He's left school, but you know,
Okay.
they don't know are they looking for a house or not looking for a house. Can they afford a house?
It's absolutely ridiculous, and I take it she doesn't have family over here.
I actually am too sure, to be honest with you. I know her, like she would ring me and say, oh, my mummy's 76 and blind, and she doesn't want this beside her house either, because the house value goes down. You don't know who's moving in.
Yeah.
All I know is she knew nothing about it really, and she would ring me, you know, and say, oh, your mum's alarm's going off or something. She's a very good neighbour. Do you know what I mean?
It's absolutely disgusting, and the Alliance Party, Sinn Féin, and all the rest of them, they're an absolute disgrace, and this should not be happening in our country. Why do you think? What do you think is actually going on? Do you think bringing these men over? Do you think it's for votes, or do you think there's something more sinister going on?
Well, the way I think it is, some of these are, there's two categories now. I think there's a lot of HMOs getting put ahead because then they can go and get mayors, give them 5 years in advance. But there's a lot of people who are just doing it for personal gains. There's two sides to this, I feel. So if you're getting £900, why not get 3,000? That's just theirs, but they're saying they're keeping jobs and all in the community, but it's purely for profit. So there is two sides of it. I'm against illegal immigration, but it's not always the case with this, and that's why if you mention this, people are down your throat. Oh, you're racist, but it's not always a racist thing. Another thing you need to note is once it's an HMO is granted, it will stay that way. You can't change that. They can sell it on to someone else, and then they can do whatever they want and house whoever they want. So that's the two aspects in it. People need to know, so they do.
Yeah, and the thing is, if this landlord goes ahead and kicks this lady out, the thing is, where's this lady going to go?
Woodcut Avenue has been told that there's 111 properties. We are allowed to have 10% of the street. So we're just keeping putting lots of injections into everyone. It's not this. We've had number 49 Woodcut Avenue's been turned down twice, and then they took it to commission, and then they've got it granted. It was for a 5 bedroom. Bear in mind these houses, because I lived in it. Right. So I did. I'm 45 now. So I lived in it years ago. My mummy still lives there. These are 4 bedroom houses. My brother's room, we had to get a fold up bed for it. So how are they making it's just like squeeze as many people in as you can and screw the community, no matter about all this. So we're bringing stuff into the community. They don't care. It's only going in their pocket.
Yep, exactly. Well, listen, take care and wish that girl all the best from me. And I hope that this can be sorted and she gets to stay in that house, hopefully. But then again, if it was me, I would be looking for elsewhere and I'd tell him to shove it
She
up
doesn't
his.
know. She doesn't know if she's coming or going. Do you know what I mean? She's like, am I going out? Am I going to be homeless? Trying to find a house now anyway when
Yeah.
you've lived there 7 years.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely disgusting and wish her all the best. And thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you. Yep, guys, so as you heard there, that lady has known this girl that lives in that property, and she's two children, you know. Yeah, so two children, and 1 minute she's staying, the next minute she's going, she's staying, she's going. So the lady doesn't know whether she's coming or going. So we're just here just to let this landlord know that what he is doing is absolutely despicable. Absolutely despicable. Throwing a young woman out with two children. Shame on him and shame on our government for bringing these people in. Bringing these people in and putting them in the communities. Unvetted, undocumented. The ones, there was a few in the Chimney Corner Hotel. Three of them was arrested. One of them for a file that he had on his phone. Children's pictures. And one of those pictures was Cat A, guys. Cat A picture. The other two that was arrested, I'm not too sure why they were arrested. There's been no word about them. But the other one, the judge, the one with the pictures, remanded him into custody. So good on that judge. So yeah, guys, thanks for the ones that bounced on, and yeah, I'm going to be doing. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. So just switch around again here. There's a little husky doggy. Little husky doggy and his daddy standing enjoying his fish and chips, or is it a battered sausage? Is your daddy eating? Is he giving you share? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for jumping on. And I'm actually going to be going and doing an interview later as well. So I'll get that. I'll get that done, and hopefully I'll get that uploaded later as well. So yeah, guys, listen. Take care of yourselves and take care of your babies. Take care, guys, and I'll get off here so I can go stand and have a chat with some of the guys. Take care. God bless. Bye.